Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, I played a video, series of videos I've been doing for a while now. I go over there about food and drink items, eat stuff, I drink stuff. And folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, at the time I'm doing this, I may or may not have just gotten through eating a big-ass burger. But we'll get into that. Yes, indeed, folks, it's a real simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try some stuff out, I'm going to describe it. It's a whole thing that I do. I've got a lot of episodes. It's a cornucopia of content, folks. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside the truck today, and I'm wearing a cool shirt. Folks, why I wear cool shirts? I like to highlight the cool shirts. What cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Kuma's Corner shirt. If you're not familiar with Kuma's Corner, they're a sort of local chain of sort of artisan burger places. I think they even have a couple out of state now, if I'm not mistaken. They at least had one. I don't know if they have any more. But big-ass burgers, heavy metal music, bar and grill type setting, horror movies on the screen. It's a good time. It's a good time. And yes, indeed, I was just out at Kuma's Corner with a couple of friends. Hi, Nate and Freight Train. If you happen to watch this, they watch my videos sometimes. So, this is, to them specifically, this is about 2 hours after the fact. But anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm trying. What am I trying? Well, folks, it's pink. Boom! It is, let's try to get a decent thing for the thing. It is specifically Pink Ting sparkling grapefruit flavored beverage. Now, I went over there, I tried the normal Ting, the non-pink Ting, which was just normal grapefruit. But they also had this one, and it's just, look at it. It's lovely. It reminds me of the Pink Power Ranger, who I was fortunate enough to actually meet Amy Jo Johnson, the actress who portrayed the original Pink Power Ranger a few years back. So, that doesn't have anything to do with anything, but just I'm flexing. So let's try out some pink grapefruit flavored soda. Are you a twist? Yes, you are. Ooh. Carbonation is happening, folks. Carbonation is happening. Let's open it up. Ooh, it's got bits on the bottom. Ooh, it smells good. I like grapefruit sodas sometimes. I need to be in the mood for them, but okay. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, the original stuff, the normal Ting, if that were comparable to, say, like Squirt, which is another grapefruit flavored soda, this is basically their equivalent of Ruby Red Squirt. Now, I like Ruby Red Squirt. I actually like it more than normal Squirt, but I seem to have a hard time finding it these days for whatever reason. So this is kind of a nice little trip down memory lane, because I haven't had Ruby Red Squirt in probably at least a couple years or so now. Mind you, I haven't been searching like super hard for it. I just don't see it at stores that often anymore. But yeah, I like it. It's got, like, it has the grapefruit flavor, but it's less punchy. There's a little bit more sweetness to it. Mind you, it's still punchy. It still has, like, some tartness to it. But it's not as tart as the normal Ting. Now, the only thing is, like I said, I like Ruby Red Squirt more than I like normal Squirt. I kind of think I like normal Ting more than I like the pink Ting. Because I like it. It's good. But I think that with the Ting specifically, I like the level of acidity that it brings into it. Whereas with this, it's a little bit sweeter. And Ruby Red is, it's a little bit sweeter than the normal Squirt also. But I think it does a better job of maintaining that, sort of sour kind of tartness aspect to it. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I like this one, but I definitely think I like the normal Ting better. It's just, I like the acidity that it brings. With this one, and mind you, I wouldn't say this is like an overly sweet drink. It's not. It's definitely still got a nice tartness to it. I just feel like and maybe it's just because I haven't had it in a long time, but I feel like the Ruby Red Squirt kind of blends itself a little bit better. This, it's good. But, yeah, I think it's one of those things for me where it's not quite sweet enough and it's not quite tart enough. The way that they sort of blended it together, it's good, but, like, it just feels too caught in the middle. And, like, it's definitely more tart than it is sweet, but then either they need to go a little bit sweeter with it or a little bit tartar with it. And if they're going to go a little bit tartar with it, then realistically, I might as well just go with the normal Ting anyway. I think if they lean into the sweetness just a little bit more, it maybe would have worked a little bit better for me. Like, it's still a good drink overall. I still like it, but two questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and kind of. If I were going to get Ting again, I would get the normal Ting. I like the normal Ting quite a bit. And while I don't dislike this one, I think it's fine. I do feel like the normal stuff would be my preference anyway, and I think that there's other grapefruit sodas that I would be more partial to. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's not a bad drink by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the way it plays on my personal palate doesn't quite lend itself to me, which is why, in terms of recommending it to people, I said kinda. Because for me, like I said, I wouldn't get it again. But I could definitely see other people enjoying it. Just, if you have a similar palate to mine, you might not be too into it, if that makes any sense. But it's still good. Like, still enjoying it. I will gladly finish it. Just, like I said, needed a little bit tweaking for me personally. But, not bad. Anyway, folks, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of months, stupendous rest of your folks. You go in there and have yourselves a truly Ruby Red Squirt rest of your life. Because if I'm going to do pink grapefruit drinks, that's probably going to be the one I go with. Maybe if I run into some, I'll do a review for it. See if it holds up in my memory, or holds up to my memory of it, is what I meant to say. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we do if we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Trust me. I mean, I'm having a pretty good day. Good friends, good food. Pretty good drink. But it's not always going to be like that. There's going to be times in our lives where it's going to be really frustrating, really difficult, really stressful. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try out some pink Ting, as I have done here today in this video for you. And maybe you're going to try it out and you're going to be like, Brandon, you're crazy. It's way better than Ruby Red. You're full of yourself. Okay. So then I'm going to go out. I'm going to find some Ruby Red. I don't know where it's at. Maybe I'll have to, travel the Arabian desert and, go over there and fight Ray Harryhausen constructs and stuff like that. By the way, I love Ray Harryhausen. Movies are fantastic. And then, maybe I'll find myself some Ruby Red Squirt. Maybe I'll try it out, and maybe I'll be right. Maybe I will prefer the pink Ting. But that remains to be seen. Plus the budget that we can get for it. Or conversely, maybe just go watch some Ray Harryhausen movies. Clash of the Titans is good. Jason and the Argonauts is probably my personal favorite because it has Talos. And I've always loved Talos. Like, even though he's one of the more quote-unquote simple of the Ray Harryhausen creations, I just love that thing, man. I always thought he was a big metal robot. And then I got older. It was like, oh, he's magical. He's a magical robot. Bye.